How's it going, everybody? Ragaroth here. So today we apparently finally got some proper gameplay for Black Panther and Marvel Avengers. I've been waiting for this for a while. I thought Black Panther was going to be the first DLC character, or I guess the first DLC character after Hawkeye. That didn't happen, and he took a lot longer to come out, and it took a lot longer to show gameplay of him. So I figured I'd do a reaction video. Finally, at least when they showed gameplay. I know there's other trailers and teasers and stuff, but I just kind of want to see him in action. So let's check it out. Let's do full screen. Full screen this bad boy. And let's go.
After spending 90 minutes with Marvel's Avengers' first big expansion, War for Wakanda, I'm left feeling hopeful about Black Panther's imminent introduction. He plays extremely well, seems to be part of an engaging cast and story, and there are even hints of some much-needed variety in Avengers' often repetitive core gameplay loop. Whether it will be enough to turn the whole game's ship around is an unanswerable question, but for now at least, it looks set to add a few more hours of enjoyable content to the game.
Look really cool. How hard they're going to be to get, that's a different story.
Let's start with how T'Challa feels to play as. If you're familiar with Avengers, then you'll find he fits somewhere in between Black Widow and Captain America, combining the agile movement of Natasha with the heavy combo-based melee attacks of Steve. His ranged option is a great feeling throwable dagger that's not too dissimilar from Batman's batarangs in the Arkham series. These blades lower an enemy's defense as well as inflicting damage, and so it's always good to get a few of them into an opponent before choosing to move in close. This offers a tactical edge to combat that Avengers' button-bashing nature has rarely provided with its existing roster. Following up these daggers with a counter-attack is an effective series of blows that repeatedly serve me well to get my hands on. Black Panther's marriage of both agility and raw power instantly made me want to level him all the way up to power level 150. And that's before I'd even tried out his heroic abilities. Kimoyo beads are Black Panther's signature attack, a trademark piece of Wakandan technology which seeks out enemies and deals a heavy amount of stun damage. I found these to be particularly effective once I'd upgraded them, with the ability to also scour the battlefield for health orbs, which got me out of more than one sticky situation. His assault heroic, meanwhile, is one of the more satisfying attacks in the whole game. Titled King's Mercy, it's a vibranium spear that inflicts heavy damage while also being able to pin up to 3 enemies that get in its path. As a Thor main, this gave me glorious flashbacks to pinning many hundreds of AIM soldiers against laboratory walls with Mjolnir. Finally, there's his ultimate, which summons the power of the Panther goddess Bast. The visual effect of the attack itself looks very cool, as a giant purple-tinted panther is projected from your body, but it's not the ones we've seen elsewhere before. A simple increase in damage dealt and a reduction in damage taken. Black Panther is a blast to play with, but just as importantly, he's also a great character to spend time with. This is in no small part the performance of Christopher Judge. He sounds unrecognizable as T'Challa, especially when compared to his previous role as Kratos, but fills the shoes of this Wakandan king perfectly. That's no mean feat, considering the last person to walk in them was the outstanding Chadwick Boseman. Judge's interactions with both Okoye and Shuri provide a charming and often funny back and forth as you leap around the jungle. And the jungle is where you'll be spending most of your time, aside from when visiting the expansion's new outpost, located in a beautiful depiction of the city of Byrne in Zana. With giant panther statues guarding shiny modern skyscrapers, it's a very different location to the shield dens we've visited before. Beyond its borders, the jungle play space provides a welcome new biome to Avengers, and everything from loot chests to resource pods have been reskinned to reinforce that Wakandan feel. It's clear from the outset that Crystal Dynamics feels at home in the jungle, giving it a chance to flex its dormant Tomb Raider muscles. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the expansion's first mission, which has you enter a cave system that houses a trial to overcome and a symbol-based puzzle to solve. It's not a far cry from somewhere you'd find Lara Croft. This is an encouraging sign that the developer has bolstered the variety of gameplay, going beyond just throwing wave after wave of robots at you. That's not to say there isn't plenty of that going on as well. This is still Marvel's Avengers after all. You'll still be completing a lot of similar objectives, such as capturing control points and defending areas throughout the expansion.
So I guess
during my hands-on session, I played through the first 2 story missions, which were both surprisingly lengthy, clocking in at around 30 minutes each. The opener is an attention grabber, as you're thrust straight into the action amid an assault by Claw on Wakanda. It includes the
I don't know
aforementioned
why
puzzle
this game
sequence
just likes the
alongside a
robot
very
enemies.
welcome
Like,
boss
it's not a
battle.
huge
One of my
deal
main
as to me
criticisms
as
of
other people,
Avengers
but
has been its reluctance to unleash members of Marvel's rogues gallery into the action. So it was a
yeah,
pleasant surprise to see it waste no time in throwing Crossbones into the equation.
Oh, okay,
His
nice.
fight isn't revolutionary, but does shake things up a little by making you split your time between attacking him and a sonic cannon he's protecting before it breaks through the
Actually, no
Wakandan
Crossbones
perimeter
is
shield.
this.
From this point on, the story picks up pace nicely and does a great job at bringing the rest of the Avengers into T'Challa's world. A second mission initiates the team up and serves as a great introduction to Claw and his motives. My only concern so far would just be how much new content there truly is here. While the missions were chunky enough in length, it did look as if I were almost halfway through the mission chain after just 2, and so I'd estimate a rather brief campaign. Nevertheless, this may well be a great Black Panther story regardless of its eventual length, and as close to a solo game as we're getting anytime soon. Whether T'Challa is Marvel's Avengers savior though, still remains the big unanswered question. For more Marvel's Avengers, why not check out the latest trailer or our review of the game?
Alright, cool. Alright, I'll just play it in the
After
background.
spending 90 minutes with my
Sound on. Yeah, he looks awesome. Definitely like what I see. It's a good thing too, because I feel like we waited a while for this, a really long time for this, and finally a character that I'm like really excited about. You know, not that I don't like the other characters, but you know, Black Panther is definitely a higher league for me than any of the other. Oh hey Steve, definitely badass, definitely. Yeah, I really like him what I'm seeing here. Yeah, and he comes out in a few days. Yeah, I still have to beat Hawkeye's story. I'm working on that. I just want his I really like that trench coat outfit, and I think the caped outfit. The caped outfit, yeah, I really like too. But it's like, hey, I love his default. It's not my favorite Black Panther design, but it's like it's not drastic enough. It's not drastically different enough to make me be upset about or anything. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As I always, yeah, definitely let me know. I'd really like to hear your thoughts, especially, you know, because I know I haven't really talked about this game that much, but oh man, is this glitching or what? Yeah, sorry, it looks like it's like really glitching on my end. I don't know if it is. I hope it's not. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'll talk more about this game, you know, when we get, I guess, more interesting news like this. And yeah, thanks for checking out this video, whoever watched it. And yeah, if you can, try to like the video so it kind of help, you know, in the algorithm, YouTube's brutal algorithm. But as I was saying, to the time, to the place, keep being awesome.